Good morning. First of all, thank you for the opportunity from the mud to present my case this morning. My priorities and reasons why I'm standing again is that after 3 terms on council, there remains unfinished business as far as I'm concerned. I see financial issues with the council, including debt, as a major issue ahead of us. But there still remains a huge challenge as to what I see needs to be achieved in the council and our future in Rotorua. Economic development growth is a number one issue across the board, and whilst we haven't seen much growth in our city in recent years, I'd be the first to acknowledge the fact that we are heading in the right direction. We've set the stepping stones in that direction with Grow Rotorua, for example, and we've also seen a significant culture change with a can-do attitude emanating from council, which builders, people who deal with council certainly confirm to me. So that's an essential part of moving in the right direction. Obviously we need capital expenditure in Rotorua. We need to attract businesses to Rotorua. The recent announcement just this week where the regional council is going to put $2.5 million towards the Crown facility and certainly provide employment opportunities there. So those sorts of things we certainly need to help to grow our city. I was the instigator through the annual plan process who did recommend in my submission to council, which is not the correct way of doing it necessarily, but because I didn't get the support of my colleagues, I went ahead and made a submission to the annual plan. I did recommend a debt reduction program. That has subsequently been implemented. Clearly we need to have a very close look at any major capital expenditure items. We have included in the annual plan $2 million worth of surplus assets that are not currently being used. We need to get rid of them. But overall, because of the change in direction from central government to local government last December, we need to have a complete review of the cost effectiveness. The buzzword now is cost effectiveness, not so much the 4 well-beings, the social issues. We need to have a complete review of the council's cost structure, the service levels, and I firmly believe that if we do have a very good look at where we can reduce some cost areas, we could come up potentially with a zero-based rate increase in the future. I would like to think that the service levels for the many areas, some are too high, some are not adequate, get those right, and I can see, as I mentioned previously, a reduction in the cost there. They will see a user-friendly response from council when they deal with them. They will see a better society at the end of the day. We need to attract more people to our city, obviously. We need to address the law and order issue, obviously. Whether we should spend ratepayers' funds on a central government issue remains to be seen. I would question that, but we need to certainly improve that area of council operation. So there's a myriad of things that we can do, and I believe that the essential part has already happened, and that is a culture change at council.